Hi there, Theresa here from teresamonroe.com, and I'm here to talk about picking up on new people in a new way. Want to talk about the gifts and how they're expanding. I was watching, one of the bigger ones is telepathy. And so people, in terms of telepathy and being able to hear, like the same way we can hear in a human way, you can hear in the etheric. And there's many of you that are starting to be able to hear things in a different way, and you can pick up hear. I hear full conversations if I need to, and I can tune out if I need to. I don't tend to tune in because I respect other people's privacy, but there are sometimes I hear conversations that I'm needing to. But eventually we will all be that way, and it'll be just a transparency thing, and we can decide whether or not to be part of a telepathic conversation or not, and have boundaries around that. But one of the things that I was watching is that each particular person has a different, a different thing that they're tuning into. So if somebody is abusing telepathy, they're pulled back until they can get it functioning properly. The only people that are allowed to be using it in the future are people that are using it in a proper manner, because in the higher dimensions, because we're fully out of 3D now. So, which is funny when I hear people talk about, well, when we're in 5D, I'm like, honey, most of us are sitting in 7th to 10th. We have a lot of 10th dimensional light bodies being built right now. It's not even just, and higher, going all the way up to 22nd dimensional frequencies, or dimensional bodies. But one of the things is we're picking up on people in a new way. So you may sometimes hear things, and that's one of the things I've been validating with friends and family and things like that. They're like, is that the Pleiadians I just heard from? Is that God? Is that my guardian angel? Is that Jesus? So one of the things that I help people with is being able to discern that sort of thing. But you may be hearing in a new way. If somebody is not, the people that have been using it or abusing that, were able to do that, have lost a large part of that ability. And each individual person has been able to, I've been watching where they each have everybody's individually watched over. One of the big things to remember is that you are soul led. So this, sometimes I hear people with the old belief system oh, they're not going to be able to handle it. Well, come Pisces season, you're going to realize people can handle it, and they're God led and they're soul led, and they have spirit guides, and they're not given something that they can't handle. So, and if they watch with each thing, okay, here's a little bit more telepathy, and here's a little bit more, and how do they react to that? Is it supportive of them? And here's ideas on how to use it. And oh, you heard somebody thinking of you, and you heard a conversation. There's different ways where each individual person is being watched over by God in terms of these gifts, because the gifts can only be used in accordance with spiritual law, because in the higher dimensions we follow spiritual law for each universe within the universe that we're in, to the letter. And when people say, why have certain energies come in and out of that, is because you have to follow the rules of that dimension. That's how you end up with the being in a realm of perfection. And that's why you had things like Moses with the 10 Commandments. That's why you had different times where rules were written. It's not to control. It's so that when you follow these rules, these spiritual laws, they're put in place so that you can function, so that people get along better, and you truly have a community. So anyway, but you might be feeling more telepathy coming out. But I've watched it on a very personal level. I've had some surprises where people could actually hear each other, who couldn't before. And they're like, this is really exciting. And I'm like, yeah. So, one of the other things coming up is faith. And there are people that hold faith for others and state no, the most of the collective is actually holding space for people being able to handle things. We've been through a lot. We've upgraded the thoughts, we've upgraded the emotions, the timelines of the past of the entirety of the planet have been cleared. And that's something else I'm going to do a video on soon when I'm ready to retell the stories of 2024 in those timelines. So, but we are officially in the golden age, and we're getting ready to be in the full era of peace. So that comes in March when the 7th seal breaks. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and comment below if that's something that you'd like. I always love it when you share it with somebody that you think would like this video. Lots of love. Bye.